All right, guys, so welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a repair video on my Magura levers, or one of the levers actually. And so what happened was we were out there, Arla was showing me some tips on how to learn the hang 5 because I got interested in that trick.
Which I don't have down yet either, but...
And I'm getting good at the falling off the front or falling forward on that part, so I'm learning that. But anyways, I kept slamming the handlebars into the ground and it ended up breaking the lever. If you want to show them real quick, the lever off of that Magura. And this is the Magura HS33, so they're rim brakes, and I guess the 33 is their high line.
Hydraulic rim brakes.
But they've got like the HS33, the HS22, the HS11.
Yeah, and they just, I think those, I'm not 100% positive, they run fewer brackets. They're just for like, you know, rental bikes and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do, I looked all over YouTube and on Google and stuff, couldn't find any videos showing how to replace the lever blade on this specific model of Magura. So found some videos that were kind of, you know, similar models and stuff, but nothing exactly the same. So we figured we should do a video showing you guys how to replace this lever while we do it ourselves.
You got to move in closer, right?
Yeah. Before we get started, as always, don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And anything you want to say before we get started?
No, this should be interesting though.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let me just show them. So here's the, or will you hold it, the broken lever. And let me show them the broken part. That's how it's supposed to go. There are some plastic pieces that came off in there. Can you pull it out just so I can show them where it broke?
Right like that?
Like this. So it snapped. That metal is supposed to have a complete ring that goes around this part. That broke off. So
It's cast.
Yeah. We ordered some replacements, but while we're waiting for those,
What are those?
Oh,
those are, they were, I don't know.
That's
those
not
are
part of this.
Those for the pegs. They fill up the hole.
Okay. So we've got a couple extra pair of the HS33, so we're going to use a lever blade from one of those. But first we got to get this piece out and that part out. So,
and I want to explain something. This right here, this little thing turns like that. And this is what they call it is a pad wear adjustment. Basically, if your pads are not far enough or not close enough to the rim, you can tighten this and bring the pads closer or farther away. So it's kind of an adjustment, which is nice to have on hydraulic brakes.
So it's kind of like as they wear, they're going to get skinnier, making them further away from the rim.
Right.
So then you adjust this to push them in to make up that difference.
Right, but I think people will adjust way before their pads wear.
Yeah.
Just to get the perfect adjustment.
And it's also important to turn this, when you're doing this replacement of the lever blade, you want that adjustment screwed back all the way in, so it's not pushing out at all. So first thing is we want to get, there's a silver cap on top and bottom, and we want to pull those out. And then
Tell them about the sleeve.
There's a sleeve, that metal sleeve inside there, and that is then what we want to push all the way out. And that'll release all of this, and that whole mechanism.
So this is a 5mm socket head, quarter inch drive, and this is like perfect to fit in there.
Cool.
What you really want to have, it's probably all aluminum, and you don't want to have anything too sharp. If you can get a socket that fits right in there, 5mm works nice.
Okay.
Can I do this?
Yeah, you're just gonna hammer it out very gently. You don't want to damage anything, of course. And so,
yeah, don't go too far because at first you're going to want to get this off.
And so there, hold on. So we got the cap, the top one of the caps out. Did the bottom one come out?
No, because it's attached to the thing, I think.
Okay. And so let me show them what that looks like. Cool.
Yeah, the cap is staying on.
So now you're going to hammer out that center, that black center.
Well, it'll go as far as this, and then I got to come up with something else. So that, look at that, fits right in there. See that? That moves really easy.
Yeah, gently.
And I think we could...
Probably just leave that cap on.
Right, but I just want to get it a little bit farther so we can get that thing off. You want me to take it farther off?
Let me see. Can I check this out? So you can see I think it needs to come out more.
Right. Let me see if I have anything that's smooth.
So one thing on the videos I did find online of the other models they worked on, they said be sure to not hit this metal sleeve all the way out. You want to just leave it in the end here. I guess it's hard to get back in. You want it so that it's no longer holding in that outer white sleeve. Yeah, see, that part that just came off was the broken piece of plastic that was still in there. So, or not plastic, but this was... Here,
That goes to the lever.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is still in there. You want to show them?
Perfect, yeah. So we've got it all the way out, so it's completely clearing the gap in here so we can still work with everything or put everything in there, but it's still hooked up through part of this sleeve. And this little metal piece was supposed to, yeah, see, is
So the other piece must have been in the garage or something.
I picked it up.
Okay.
But it came out. So, okay, so we've got the old stuff out, and this is, what do you call this? This is the plunger, I guess, that goes into here to push that plunger to activate the brake. Well, this is the mechanism, I guess, that the lever pulls to activate the brake, which, you know, this pulls into this slot or this hole here, and that pushes into something that compresses the hydraulic fluid or whatever to cause the pads to activate.
That whole nut must go in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
See that?
All right, so here's the replacement lever, and all we're going to do is just take the blade off of this and put it on here because I don't feel like re-hooking the hoses up and re-bleeding it and everything. So
there's not a right and a left lever. They're all the same, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So we're going to do the same process, take the caps and the sleeve out of here, pull this out, and I believe the mechanism, this metal piece with the plunger, is all one piece with the blade, so that should come out with it. Are you doing it differently?
The 4 is better. The 4 is...
Is that oil in there, or what is that wetness?
Hold on. Use a 4 millimeter because that way it doesn't stick inside this washer or spread it out.
Okay, so you said the 4 millimeters, what's working best?
The 4 long. Where'd it go? It's right here. You know, it's I guess you could say it's a deep socket.
And then it won't stretch out the cap.
If you hold that flat, right like that, not up, flat, yeah. Look at this.
It popped off.
That's weird.
What's that wetness? Is that...
Hydraulic fluid?
It's leaking?
I don't know. There's hydraulic fluid running through this thing. Not far enough?
No. It's got to go more.
Really? Let's do it up here. Oh, I see.
No. That should be it. Looks loose now.
Okay, you see that?
Yep. And it comes out with the plunger.
That's a longer plunger.
Well, then the pad, we probably forgot to adjust the pad wear adjustment.
Oh, look, it's different. See how this is longer?
Because I think we didn't adjust out the pad wear.
Oh, this thing slides inside of there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now they're the same size. This nut and this nut the same size. I did that by threading this out or down. Or what did you
I'm not sure. I'm all confused on that, but you did the pad wear adjustment. Okay, so now we're going to put the fixed blade, but you're kind of blocking the camera.
Okay, we're just going to pop that one up, right?
Yes.
You can't see what I'm doing.
That's good. Actually, you lined it up perfectly.
Okay, hand me that hammer.
Yeah.
Look at it. Is that hole good? Since you're not allowing me to look in there.
Hold on. Can you move your finger? I'll line it up, and then you can hit it in.
You got to move that finger.
Hold on. It's not lined up yet. Okay, let's try that. She going in? There she is. Was that too much?
No, but I want to make sure it's got. You got to have a lip on here for the washer to go on.
So the cap on the bottom is already on, right? You push
Correct.
that on. Now this one you just push in, and then you'll hear it click like that.
So you need to look underneath and see if that piston that's going through there, or whatever you want to call that rod, is the same distance from the washer as the top.
Yep.
It's all the way up.
Yep. They're both even.
So it should work.
Yeah, so let's see.
You're in front of the camera. You're blocking
I
me.
learned from the best. Move!
Oh, you're locking. Now you can't see anything.
She's alive!
How does it feel?
She's alive! Feels
Move,
good.
Move. Let me feel it. Wow. That feels better than before.
Yeah. I think they were wearing out or something.
That's weird. I'm pretty good, aren't I?
Out listening to my commands, yeah.
Shit.
So that was pretty straightforward on how to change a lever blade for the Magura HS33 rim brake. I thought it was pretty easy, not too difficult. What do you think?
I agree. And I'm wondering, how much was the lever replacement?
So the replacement blade, which is the blade with that metal plunger,
Right.
that was $30. They had replacement levers, which was the whole mechanism, right up to where the cord comes out, and that was like 50 or 60. So I just wanted to get a replacement blade because nothing else broke.
You didn't want
I didn't want to
bleed your
rebleed
brakes.
the brakes and have to deal with the cutting the hoses and the new olive and all that shit. So, and I think this worked just as well, if not better. So,
However, it would be probably a smarter move just to buy the whole mechanism. You know, because everything wears at a certain time. This seems to be kind of cast.
yeah, I was hoping that somebody or even Magura made something that was a little stronger for the lever, like they did for those clamps. Because I don't want.
Do you want to tell them about the clamp, or are we just doing this part right now?
Well, I think we have talked about it, but we can mention it.
It was like 10 years ago.
Okay. So yeah, is that a clamp? The part that screws on top of the lever to hold it onto the bars.
That's what I would call it.
The standard ones or the stock ones that came with the Maguras they call it Carbotech.
It's crap.
It's basically
You'll snap it if you look at it, or if it's not on a perfectly round bar.
and it's cast something or
Probably
other.
cast. Where did you find these?
Those are made by Magura as well. Got them from their website, but they don't come stock. You have to order them separate, and they're just solid aluminum. It's not cast.
Do you want to show them what
And-
we're talking about?
Sure.
We're talking about this part right here.
Yeah. So the ones that were stock, the Carbotech ones, they just they'd start splitting right down the middle after a while from the pressure of pulling the lever.
Well-
And then after like a couple weeks or even a month of riding, it would just snap off completely.
Also, a big
You'd see,
problem
like,
was
fissures and things coming in.
if it's not on the round, it's got to be on the completely round part. If it's in this bend right here,
Yeah.
and it's not even all the way through, that'll also snap it right when you put it on.
Yep.
I would still recommend keeping this on the round part of the bar. Even cut your grip down if you have to.
So now I've had these ones for like 6 months and they're no issues. Haven't
Yeah.
even, like I was saying, the Carbotech ones were starting to like fracture or get fissures forming. No issues like that with these. They're way more solid. They work well. All right, well, we hope you guys enjoyed our little technical how-to video here. As we come across other things that need repairing, we'll do videos on how we do that as well, just to kind of pass that info along to you guys. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
I still think we should go through this entire bike because it's getting kind of...
But anything related to the video you want to say?
That is related. This is attached to the bike. And you like how good that feels, right? Doesn't that feel nice?
Sure.
I think we should bleed everything and tighten everything and get it straightened out.
All right, well, I guess RL's going to do a little overhaul for my bike later after this video. For
No,
me.
I'll just go tighten that.
Just point sausage fingers everywhere.
No, I'll help.
Cool, well, I guess that wraps up our video for today. As always, if you guys enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we will see you guys next time.
See you guys later.
All right, peace.